welcome to episode 175 of Crafting a Chat on this glorious Tuesday. Didn't expect that, did you, Kevin? It's usually all fucked up and all over the place. Desunoto's here, Kevin's here, Genesis is running a little late, so the live stream on Twitch will start a little bit late. Tuesday! Oh, there's gonna be monster trucks and hot dogs, so the wieners and the wheels are gonna be rolling! Anyways...
Those are roller dogs.
We're gonna... sponsored by 7-Eleven.
Always rolling them dogs.
Always rolling them dogs. Stop in for a gulp and pay too much for milk. 7-Eleven. All right, anyways, not actually sponsored by 7-Eleven. Probably never will be. Not because of morals, just because I don't think they've ever sponsored a stream or a YouTube or anything. So, anyways, we'll start as we always do. How you doing, fellas? How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing all right.
Doing all right. Kevin, I'm not Genesis, all right? I actually require an answer.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, thank you. I didn't actually require an answer, but I appreciate it. All right, well, who wants to start with what they played?
Oh, man. You want to know what I played?
Sure.
I played the finals, and I played Celesta. That's it.
You didn't play anything with Daddy?
Yeah, the finals.
You didn't play other things with Daddy?
Not I'm aware of.
Well, I thought you did. I thought you played other stuff. I thought you played, like, I don't know, Rain something Rain. You guys are always playing some Rain. Oh, Kevin? No. Kevin. Geometric Sniper, you got the platinum. Was that this week?
Oh, I did play that this week. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I forgot about it because I deleted it afterward. So it's not in my license.
Hey, that's called getting the platinum in the game, you know what I mean?
No, I know.
Trash. Cool. Guess who's joined us? You can hear him. He's breathing. Genesis. Welcome. Oh, Jesus. He might not be breathing. Welcome, Genesis. We've already started. So far, Kevin has talked about what he played. He did not talk for very long, so we're moving on to the guy who talks too long. Desunoto, what'd you play? What'd you watch? What'd you do?
175.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Didn't expect to be called second, did you?
Looks like I played nothing.
Oh, interesting.
He's just playing less and less games every week, and he's watching more and more shows. Eventually, he'll just stop playing games altogether.
No, I want to play more games. I want to play more games this year.
I need a Microsoft invite because that's how this thing works now.
Oh yeah. Give me a second. I got it.
I watched a bunch of things.
Oh, go ahead.
Let's start off with the Animu.
Animu.
The two most recent episodes of JJK.
Ooh.
Solid still, pretty solid. Nothing crazy. Little twist.
Twisting and turning, wriggling, writhing.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that, but okay.
Wait, didn't I? There was something else. I don't know if I watched I think I talked about it last time, that Eminence and Shadow show. I don't even think I actually watched any more of that yet.
Yeah.
You say Eminence and Shadow, I just think of that song that Goofy sings.
I've become so numb.
Wake me up inside.
That's the one, right?
Yeah, that's the one. That's Eminence or something like that. That's what it is. That's why I'm getting the word in my head. Sorry, I'm just stupid. It's all good.
Gotta watch some more anime. I did watch other things though. Let's start off with the big boy. I rewatched Transformers 2007, Michael Bay. That movie is fucking nuts. Oh my god, it's been so long since I watched that movie, and I watched it again, and nobody has it for streaming, so I had to use other methods in order to watch
Paramount
this
doesn't have
movie.
it?
I
Or
think you have to
Peacock?
buy it. Peacock doesn't have it. You have to buy it everywhere. And it's not available to stream anywhere unless I couldn't find anywhere and now I'm thinking like, wow, this sucks because not a lot, but some older movies aren't on streaming things anymore, and this poses a problem.
They're moving through content and taking it out and put it back in, taking it out. I don't know. It's
And
all
this is the
licensing
problem with
agreements.
streaming, right? That once, I don't know, if something falls out of people's brains, it's just going to be gone forever. Unless you pay $4 and you buy it again, and then you still don't own it because it could go away at any time. Yeah, so it's not on Netflix, not on Paramount. Well, it is on Paramount to buy, Paramount Movies. It's on Prime Video to buy, it's on Vudu to buy, it's on Google Play, YouTube to buy. But anyway, this movie's really good. Goddamn. It is a very good movie. Probably the best Transformers movie I've seen. I don't really remember watching the sequel. I think we did, but it was a long time ago, like when it came out. And I don't even know if I've watched any more after that, because now they're up to there's 5 main movies for the Michael Bay saga. I don't know who directed the most recent one this year that came out, the Beasts one. I don't know if it's still Michael Bay, but then somebody else made a spin-off Bumblebee movie after the 5 movies.
Has he stopped making those now? He doesn't make those anymore?
I don't know if he does.
I'm pretty sure the last one he directed was the second one.
Wait, he stopped after the second one?
I'm pretty sure. I believe he just started producing them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the most recent one is directed by Stephen Caple Jr., whoever that is. Whole new cast, obviously. I think the robots look different too. It's kind of like supposed to be a reboot, with Bumblebee being like a new start to the franchise or whatever, because the last two movies.
I lied. He directed all of them up to the last night. That was the last one he directed.
Yeah.
So Bumblebee was the one that he didn't direct.
No, he didn't direct Bumblebee or the Rise of the Beast one. Bumblebee was good though. Bumblebee was its own thing.
Oh.
And the Rise of the Beast was that the last one in chronological order here?
I think that's the most recent one.
Yeah, it came out this year.
Interesting. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent with this. I was interested that I didn't realize Adam confirmed now he's directed all of them, but I was shocked that he didn't. I was like, what the fuck? They always refer to those as like the Michael Bay movies.
Yeah, because he produces them. I always thought he walked away because he made other movies too, but I guess not.
Well, they also progressively got worse. So
they also progressively got worse, so I thought Michael Bay, he's usually like 2 and done. That's what his other movies are, but
in this case, it's probably like 3, and then it started going off the rails. Well, I didn't see the 4th and the 5th one or the 3rd one. So
the second one was awful, like the worst.
Really?
The third one, the second one is the one. That second one is the one with the testicle joke with the wrecking balls. Yeah, it's.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah,
Dark of the Moon.
Yeah, it's the second one. Age of Extinction, I think the second one is. Dark of the Moon is the third one.
No, Age of Extinction is the 4th one.
Yeah, wasn't the 4th one? The second one was something else, because Megan Fox was the first 2, then they swapped her out for the blonde girl, and then they went
Rise of the Revenge of the Fallen. Revenge of the Fallen is the second one.
And then they completely changed all the people.
I'm looking at the list. I pulled it up.
Shia LaBeouf was
Okay.
gone.
Oh, I see
You're,
it now.
hold. Thank you, Genesis. We'll get there. Revenge of the Fallen was the second one. Dark of the Moon was the third one. Age of Extinction was the fourth one, and The Last Night was the fifth one, and then the Beast one, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Is that part of the movies, or is that
Yeah,
a movie
they've
now?
continued.
Reboot,
Yeah,
prequel, sequel.
yeah.
Excuse
That's what
me?
it is. It serves as like
It
all
doesn't matter.
three.
It doesn't matter.
Because it's like a prequel to Bumblebee, I think. And then it's a reboot of the franchise, and then it's
I gotta be honest.
a
We're
sequel
putting too
somehow.
much
I
thought
don't
into something that these people did not put thought into.
hmm
So.
Okay.
Also, Megan Fox left because she got into a lot of problems with Michael Bay. So that's why she left. And then Michael Bay got that Rosa Huntington Whiteley in. And then Shia left because Shia just did his own thing and he was done with it. And then it started with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
And then oh my God, how could I forget? Of course. Is Mark Wahlberg, Age of Extinction is when Mark Wahlberg jumped in, right? The fourth
Yeah, the
one?
fourth one.
Because that's the one that has the weird fucking concentration on the Mark Wahlberg's daughter is dating a guy, and Mark Wahlberg's daughter is like under 18, and the guy is over 18, and he carries around a card about the age of consent, and the camera like focuses on it, and it's like really weird, and oh my God, it's so weird. It's so weird.
I mean, what was the age gap in reality? Was it like actually like 5
In the movie,
years? Or...
I don't know. It doesn't matter. In the movie, the context of that is a guy dating a young girl carrying around an age of consent card is the weirdest fucking concept. Because it's like if you see that in real Genesis, imagine you had a daughter. All right, not your real daughters. I want to put this on them. Imagine you had a daughter and she was 14 years old and she was dating a dude and he carried around an age of consent card. You'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? Hell no! Hell no!
Right. I agree with that. The reason I'm asking the age, I was like, well, if he's 19 and she's 17, like, I don't know, there was like one age, one.
If
they were
he's
probably...
19 and she's 17, hey, get the parents involved, whatever. If he's 19 and she's 17 and he's carrying around an age of consent card, throw that man in jail because he's going to do it for the rest of his life. It's weird. It's weird as hell.
That is really weird.
And I remember Michael Bay focused on it. It was also really weird. And also, it's kind of weird because Megan Fox, one of the things that's been coming up about her, like over the last couple of years, is like she was highly sexualized when she was younger, and Michael Bay was one of the first people to do that when she was 16. So Michael Bay has kind of a history of sexualizing children, and he's weird. And the Transformers movies are so popular, but for some reason, they're creepy as hell. All of them are creepy as hell. So. Transformers, what a franchise.
Yeah, what a roller
Bumblebee.
coaster.
Bumblebee's really good. It's the one that's not directed by Michael Bay. It doesn't have any of that toilet trash humor. It has like actual good comedy. It's got Haley Steinfeld, the woman dating the Buffalo Bills football man.
Haley
And then
Steinfeld, isn't that the girl from Hawkeye?
that is, yeah.
Okay,
also
okay,
the girl
okay.
from Hawkeye. Yeah,
Okay,
and John Cena's
getting
in
better.
it as the FBI guy.
She's
And
dating somebody from the Buffalo Bills?
yeah, she's dating the quarterback, Josh Allen.
Oh, didn't know that. I'm gonna have to tell one of my Buffalo Bills guys when I go back to the store tomorrow. Or
I'm
Thursday,
sure
I
he
think.
knows. Sure he knows.
I'm gonna make sure he knows that how much he hates Marvel and be like, hey, girl from Hawkeye is dating Josh Allen. How you feel about that? He'd be like, oh.
I think he'd be like, "Oh yeah, she's cute. I looked her up."
Nah, he'd be like, oh.
I think she's also like one of the youngest people in the world, like one of the youngest actresses to ever be nominated for an Oscar.
How old is she?
How old is she now? I don't know. How old was she when she got the award? Also, I don't know. She was young.
Okay, all right.
I'll look it up.
No, that's fine. You don't have to.
Continue
you know,
Death Note. No, I'm curious now. Continue Death Note.
Yeah, real solid movie. It had a little bit of everything. I really enjoyed watching it again. The music's fantastic. I still can't get over the sound design. So cool. Every time the Transformers transform, it looks so cool still. And that's 2007. Like, I feel like that was pretty good for 2007. Um, all the robot fights,
The
the
special effects are groundbreaking. They're amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like you look at movies now and some of them are a fucking joke compared to Transformers from 2007. It's kind of nuts. The whole army involvement was like it didn't overstay its welcome. Um, when like looking at both the story of Sam and the Transformers and the army and everybody kind of playing their own part in the movie. It was so well done. Um, yeah, that was real good. Um, now I watched something that I didn't watch in years because they took a while to make season 4, and then I was just like, oh, well, I'll get to it at some point. And then like 3 years passed, and I never got to it. It came out in 2019. It was season 4 of Mr. Robot. This show is fucking nuts. Like,
It's crazy.
fucking balls to the walls. Oh my god.
Testicles on sheetrock.
I don't even understand how they can make this show look so good. Every single shot in every episode just looks beautiful. Every conversation between two people in the show just looks fucking amazing. Oh. And after not watching this show for like 4 years or so, I mostly got right back into it after watching the first few episodes. And what a performance from Rami Malek, from Christian Slater, um, from I don't know the name of the person who plays White Rose, and Carly Chaikin for Darlene. Um, where's the White Rose person? Oh, B.D. Wong.
Oh, I like
Michael
BD Wong.
Christopher. Yeah, there's a fucking cast in this show. Portia Doubleday. Like, oh my god. I really need somebody else to watch the show. And I know I think you tried it, Adam, right?
I did. I don't like Rami Malek's face.
Oh god. I think
Also, the story. I just didn't care. It is a pretty
really?
show, though. Yeah, it's just not for me. Kevin, you might like it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Mr.
Kevin should check
Robot?
it out
You might like
for
Mr.
sure.
Robot.
I've thought about watching it.
It's
Honestly,
on Prime, all 4
yeah.
seasons.
Yeah, I'd recommend it to you just based on what I've seen.
Hmm.
I think you'd appreciate it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of hacking stuff, a lot of economy stuff, a lot of evil corporation stuff.
That's the thing that might piss you off, the hacking.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
Tip, tip, tap,
I
tap,
just
tap,
feel
tap,
like
I'm in the mainframe, guys. Tip, 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 tap, 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 tap. I'm getting the mainframe, guys, again. I got the AI on board. I'm getting the security cameras locked off. Oh God, here we go, guys.
I feel like they do a pretty good job of showcasing it, though.
Not quite,
Oh,
Mr.
It's
Robot.
not like
there,
Watch
Jen.
Dogs where everything just
Sorry.
happens in the background.
I thought it was a pretty good impression. I don't know anything about the show, so I'm assuming
That's
what it
every
was
other
like.
show. You are correct, but Mr. Robot, I feel like does a better job.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
I'm
do
sorry.
a pretty solid job of like showcasing
You're
an
talking.
actual
Stop
like,
chewing.
scenario.
Middle of a sentence, shove shit in his mouth. What are you doing?
Yeah, guys, I just wanted
Yeah,
to
like-
tell you. So let me tell you about.
Yeah, this is a groundbreaking
Classic.
show. One of my favorite shows I've seen in a long time. You know, next to stuff like Breaking Bad
No,
and Ozark
sure.
and um, You. Yeah, it's another one.
You're putting
Oh
you,
man.
Breaking Bad, and Ozark and Mr. Robot in the same level?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean,
They're all
hey,
shows that made me like not like it made me unable to stop watching, and I got a lot of emotional response
okay.
from each one
Okay,
in
hey.
some way. Like it could be that, you know, Ozark and Breaking Bad fucking thrilling as hell. Um, this Mr. Robot is just like just watching it is so enjoyable, and like I like the whole hacking scene that they have in the show, and all the characters. You just get to know each and every one of them so well. Um, Same thing with Ozark too. A lot of those characters just really stuck with me.
Okay. Cool.
Somebody's gotta watch the show, man. Fucking nuts.
Kevin, get on that next week. Finish it all.
Mm.
It's 4 seasons, and last 2 seasons are season 2 is 13 episodes, season 4 is 13 episodes, season 1 or 2 I think 12. It's either 10 or 12, somewhere in between there.
That was a very confusing way to explain that.
Well, because I remember reading somewhere that season 2 was really long, and season 4 was also really long, and then the other two were just like normal
Got it.
length. Yeah. Um. Uh. Today I watched Man on Fire. Pretty good Denzel Washington film.
Uh-huh.
It's on Max. A good movie. Love seeing Denzel do his thing. One of my favorite actors too. Um.
It come out 19 years ago?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little older. It you can see the age in the movie because there's so much after image use. It is so annoying sometimes. All you see is 14 different after images showing just like bouncing off the screen, flashing at you. Like you could probably get epilepsy just watching the intro to this movie because there's
Mm.
so much shit flashing on the screen. It's kind of annoying, but once you get past that, it's got a pretty good story. And
I saw it 15 years ago, and I remember it being good. I mean, Denzel, you can't really go wrong.
yeah, the movie's good. It's just I think like you could see it's aged
Oh, yeah.
pretty easily. That's all. Um, something else. Um, I want to watch something else on Prime. Okay, maybe nothing else on Prime. Um, I watched some Hell's Kitchen,
Mhm.
a couple episodes here and there. Um, hmm. I watched Home Alone 2, continuing from last week. Um, I watched The Amazing Spider-Man again. Hmm. I think that's it. I think so.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right, thank you, Desinoto. Adam, did you already go or no?
No, I did not.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. I'll start with what I watched first. I watched Reacher season 2 came out. It's a show on Amazon Prime. About Jack Reacher based on the book series by Lee Childs. It always feels like a '90s action flick because it's basically a '90s book series. It's the first season was great. The second season's also really good, but the choreography of the stunts and the fights is it just feels like it's not been as well like prepared as the first season was. And then I saw like an article recently with one actress and she's like, "Yeah, it felt like we just showed up on days and did a lot of cutting and stuff and there wasn't a lot of time to train." And I'm like, "That's disappointing because the action was like one of the selling points of the first season." But I'm still enjoying it quite a bit. Only the first 3 episodes of season 2 are out right now. I think another one comes out on Friday. Um yeah, watched that. That was good. Um I watched something else. I don't remember. Oh, I've been watching the Great British Baking Show. Um, the newest series came out, and I've been watching the last few episodes. It's pretty good. Um, the an episode just happened where somebody left, where I was like, the editing just did not show that's who was gonna leave, and I completely disagreed with everything they said. But whatever. Does notice there's a reason you're jumping, or what's going on here?
Oh no.
Okay. I thought you had like a question and didn't want to interrupt or something. All right. Also, by the way, highly recommend you watching at least Reacher season 1 or giving it a shot. It's about like a 6'6" U.S. Marine who worked as like a I don't know like a military cop
Hmm.
who's just traveling the United States. He's just a hobo basically. He only owns a toothbrush and he just goes from town to town solving crimes and like he's super intelligent and he's fucking huge.
Yeah, I seen the trailers for that pop up on Prime when I was watching Mr. Robot, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, highly recommend at least starting or trying the first episode of season 1 because it's not like terribly long, but they've already confirmed a third season, which is exciting.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. Um, yeah. Then
Cool.
Great British Bake Off, and then I think that's it for watching. Pretty sure that's it. Oh, Survivor, but that's live TV, so it doesn't really matter. Season finale's tomorrow. Get excited. Um,
Ooh.
I've mostly just been playing one thing. I've been playing. I was pretty high on it last week. I've been playing the DLC for God of War Ragnarok called Valhalla. I still think it's great. I have beaten it, and I will never stop playing it. I'm on my 32nd run, I think. I'm
Man,
going
Mm.
through it. Just
props to you.
thank you. I'm just having a lot of fun. The combat's fun, the story's fun, the voice acting's great, and I don't discover new things on every run, but
You're
it's
always
just
discovering at least something new every couple of runs, I'm
the thing
assuming.
is, I've never understood why people like play games to get good at games. Like I get like there's joy out of that. I never found joy at getting good at something unless I really liked the gameplay. Like Arkham Asylum, I really like that, so I got good at fighting and stuff. But I've either been pretty good at a game or my skills really just never grow. They clearly just go to a point and then they never move. God of War, I am literally doing different things on different runs because I'm like, oh, I wonder if I start with the spear and then I go for a cooldown run and then try to upgrade everything and then go through that way. Ooh, and then my next run I'm like, ooh, what if I do an axe? And then I just keep trying different things and when I played the game, like the campaign wise, I played mostly cooldown in strength and defense. Those were my 3 I really pushed. In my runs, I'm mostly doing runic, cooldown, and vitality, which is very similar, but my health is constantly increasing in a lot of my runs. Like I'm finding like skills to like, hey, get this, you get a health burst. Open a chest, you get a health burst. Do this, kill somebody with a runic attack, you get a health burst. And when you do this, you also get a runic like point advantage. I'm just having a lot of fun with it. Since launch, I've put another 10 hours into it. It's not too much because I haven't been playing too much. Been doing mostly Christmas shopping, if I'm honest. So yeah, playing a lot of that. Can't wait to play more. That's all I played though. Genesis. What'd you play? What'd you do? What'd you watch? What'd you eat? What'd you see?
Oh God, what I eat?
No. I'm just kidding. Move on.
All right, cool. I have been just playing Final Fantasy 16 quite a bit. Like I said, I'm trying to burn through that game to get to the DLC and the platinum. I'm probably gonna make a separate save file and keep the game at the spot where I think the next DLC would be, which is probably gonna change the ending. I'm really hoping it does. I pray to God it does. I've also played the finals with Kevin. And I did play Valhalla. Don't think I played anything else. Oh yeah, I don't think I did anything else. I don't think I watched anything else. I don't think I played anything else. No, that's it. Yeah, that's all I did. Cool. Okay then. Gentlemen, we have a busy evening ahead of us, obviously, with this week's the Game Awards. Not our Game Awards. I mean, we're talking about, correct?
What do you mean correct?
Oh, yes.
What do you mean? Of course. We talked about it last night. I texted you
Yeah,
earlier. More
listen,
things.
listen.
Like what are you talking about?
I
Correct.
know.
What if I said no?
No. Listen, it was more rhetorical for me because I like to have the
Then
confirmation.
why'd you wait for my answer? If it was rhetorical. It's not rhetorical if you wait for an answer. Oh my God, Kevin. Kevin drowned me. Kevin drowned me and
Kevin,
never look
Are you
back.
gonna drown him? Are you gonna drown him, Kevin? Kevin's dead. Cool. Good to know. All right. So, we're going to move on to that unless we have specific topics we want to talk about before we get to that, since I'm pretty sure that's going to take the majority of the podcast up here. Anybody have anything they want to talk about before we get to that? Kevin? Kevin's still dead.
No, I got nothing.
Oh, okay.
I came prepared for one thing and one thing only.
Kevin, what happened? Why didn't you drown me? Why didn't you say I'll drown you, Adam?
Because I'm not going to do it.
He's going to
I'm going to find a way to drown both of us.
Right. Oh, Kevin, tie a brick to us.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
so,
your and mommy can die together.
Yeah.
Yes. Good.
Just like the prophecy is foretold.
Just like Bonnie and Clyde. I mean, what?
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Oh.
No.
God damn it. The ways. Oh.
All right.
God.
He got his asthma to act up.
Oh, all right. So without further ado, boys, let's get this Game Award started. We are going to be doing 2023 Crafting a Chat Game Awards, good, bad, left, right, front, and center, everything you can think
Bonanza.
about.
I'm glad we have the
I like
same
it.
name as last year. I don't know how you remembered
Yes.
all that, but that's good.
Yeah,
Don't go back and look. Don't go back and
No,
look. Just
go back and look. I'm sure it's the same exact name. Adam, how do we want to kick this things up? Are we moving to a different spot or no?
What? No, we're already here. Why would we move?
No, we go to a different spot. I don't have no nice spot to go to.
Do we move to a different spot when we do GOTY?
I mean, we should, right? It shouldn't be just
Should
this.
we? What do you mean?
I
What's wrong with this?
Everybody rotate chairs.
No!
We're going down here.
You
Why
know what
would we
this
go
is?
down there?
This
'Cause
is
you can go-
mutiny, apparently.
Yeah, we're going down here. I like this one. This is good. We can go down here.
Why would we go down there? Where our chair's not even facing each other. Somebody
Well,
broke a light on their chair.
So here's what I'm thinking, right? We get up in front of the stage here and we present the case as to why our top 5 game of the year games are.
That's
why,
not how we're doing this. That's not how we ever done this.
All right, so fine then. We'll just do it the same
We
way we always
just,
do.
yeah. What do you mean?
I was gonna.
This
all right.
man's like,
He
hey,
was
Adam's got a
innovating.
topic. Let me do the topic. We're going to a different location. We're doing it a different way. Sir, did you want to conduct this?
No, it's okay. You can conduct.
Are
it, I
you
guess.
sure?
Yeah, I guess it's
This
okay.
fucking guy. This fucking guy. All right, everybody out of here. Fucking weirdos. The fucking what the shit? We'll go somewhere else. Here, come on. We'll go over here. I guess we'll go underwater to the TGA arena. That's
cool,
where we
okay.
go. The TGA arena. That's where we fucking do our. Or the Summer Games
that's,
Fest. What do you mean that's? Whoa! You just watched me fly there.
Yeah, it's right here. It's right here. I got it.
Fucking.
I found it.
Hey guys, welcome to the Summer Games Fest room. Ignore the Summer Games Fest. That stands for Game of the Year. You motherfuckers are slow. Do you not know how to run?
SGF, right? It could be. So, give me
Where the
5.
Fuck? Oh, I sit over here. Okay.
So give me 5 game of the year, right? That's how we're gonna do this.
What?
SGF. So give me 5 game
What?
of the year.
So give me 5 is what he says.
Yeah.
I wrote 10.
So,
So how this always works,
Uh-huh.
if you have a short-term or technically a long-term memory issue, we
I
normally
have
start
memory
with
issues.
how many did everybody write? Kevin wrote 10. Genesis wrote 5. Decimoto, how many did you write?
1.
Whoa.
I mean, he didn't play a lot.
I have like 7 here.
7?
7.
Okay, I have 6. So this is how it works. Kevin is going to go through the first. He's going to go through
Alright.
10, 9, 8, and then he can go through his 7th, or Decinoda can go through his 7th, and then we'll go back to Kevin. We're just going to go one at a time, but Kevin gets time to shine here.
All right, I like it. Let's go for it, Kevin.
I'm glad you like it. You've liked it for the last few years, so I'm glad you're still the same person. Kevin?
Yo.
What's your number 10?
Number 10. Can I start with an honorary
Burger King
honorary
foot
mention?
lettuce.
Hey, does anybody else have honorary mentions?
I guess I could make one of mine, man.
You don't have to. This isn't. Kevin just wants to name his honorary mentions. Want to see if anybody else has any.
Hey, I don't think I have honorary mentions.
Okay. All right. Well, then
All right,
Kevin,
honorary
go ahead.
mention that wasn't good enough to make the list. Diablo 4. It was a very good game when it came out. Season 1, you sucked. Season
Oh,
2,
shit.
we're getting there. We need more items. All right, cool. I'm just gonna rapid fire this shit. Number 10, We Were Here Expeditions: The Friendship. This game was ridiculously fun for how short it was, and is easily the best format for this series to continue in. I hope they continue to do that. If they want to release full games, fine, but I felt all the puzzles and everything were much better and high quality, and it makes sense. They're able to focus on fewer things and make them, better. Number 9, Solasta, the Palace of Ice DLC. Very fun, very good endgamey kind of stuff. Takes you up to level 16. It's kind of like the level before things get real stupid and real broken. So like there's still a little bit of challenge in there, although a lot of the random battles amount to like the exact same setup of enemies once you hit maximum level. But you know, we look past that. The story's still really good, and voice acting pretty damn solid so far throughout the entirety of the game, the base game and this DLC. Um, Number 8, Risk of Rain Returns. One of the better remasters to come out ever, really. Um, they expand on everything that Risk of Rain was with either brand new, like entirely new things, or things that Risk of Rain 2 put in that were successful and the community liked. So pretty much they just keep pinballing back and forth between Risk of Rain games and like taking in community feedback. Eventually we're going to get a perfect 100 game, 100 out of 100 game. Sure, yeah. When am I stopping? I'm at 8 now.
Your
Going
name.
to 7.
Yeah, you can go. You can say your 7th, and we'll go to Genesis or
All
Decinoto. I
right.
mean, whatever. It's the same person.
Number 7, coming out of
Burger King?
nowhere.
What
This is not
planet?
a new game. The others were. The other games came out in 2023. This is not a new game, but it's a new game for Kevin because I played it this year and I enjoyed it a lot. It's Dicey Dungeons. Very interesting. God, I guess it's like a roguelike. It's kind of like Slay the Spire-ish, but without cards. It's dice rolling, and you kind of get like these different inventory items. You can only have so much space for like your weapons and abilities and crap. And everything has different rules for what die rolls you can actually allot to things. And what kicks it into Game of the Year status for me is while okay, it's dice rolling, so randomness. While that's there, you still have a lot of control overall, and it's very much like a tactical puzzle kind of scenario. And as you progress through the game, things get harder. Every character class has different challenges, and when you start up the next challenge, it has a whole different rule set. You get different ability. You're going up against different enemies, and it's very much a tailored experience where each one you have to play differently and think differently to get past it to go to the next thing. It's very enjoyable. Highly recommend. Is it worth the full price? I don't know. I didn't pick it up at full price. I picked up like half off, I think it was. Totally worth it. But like the full, I think it's like $20, $25. Your mileage may vary depending on whether or not it's your thing. But for me, it's a lot of fun for that $10 I spent on it.
Cool. All right, cool. Decinoto.
No matter how much we played, one of them.
No, it does not matter how much you played, as long as you think it's worthy of talking about and you've ranked it. Go ahead.
I mean, I'd
Yeah.
say you have to beat it, right? Don't you have to beat it at least once?
No, you can't pick a game for your game of the year if you hadn't beat it. I'm just gonna say that because Genesis, you did that one time, fucking piece of shit. Remember that?
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Yeah, I know. It was 2015 is when that was.
I was like,
I'll throw-
Metal Gear Solid 5, and you're like, you never even fucking beat that shit, and I was
You
like,
literally
no, I
at
think
that
this-
point you
this-
literally you said you played it for a few hours and then you were like I actually played it for an hour and I played the online, and then you're like I didn't really play much of the online. You literally played it for under 2 hours and you're like this is my game of the year, and I was like I'm calling this man out.
I ended up changing it, I think, to Destiny 1, I think. That's
Yeah,
what
because sir, we talked on PlayStation almost every day at that point, and I was like,
Yeah.
I've seen this man play. I didn't even know he owned Metal Gear. What the hell is he talking about?
One of these days, I gotta go back to that.
Oh.
Anyway, okay.
Oh,
Good memories.
yeah. Decinoto, what's
Definition
your?
of beat the game.
It's up to you, Kevin. Decinoto, what's your number
All right,
7?
mine applies.
Alright. Well, I only played Bloodstain for a little bit. Bloodstain Ritual of the Night, but I thought it was a pleasant surprise to play something that felt like an older game.
I recommended that to him.
But it looked really good. The
It made
gameplay felt
made it
very,
list.
very
Made it list.
snappy.
Nice.
I want to get back to it at some point. Because I do like that whole art style and everything too. And yeah, I've always been like I mean, I played pretty much all the Metroid games, so like Metroidvania games definitely sit well with me. Um, so yeah, would like to get back to that at some point.
Hmm.
Cool, cool. Do you want to go with your number 6?
Yeah, RE
6.
Village. I
You
started
didn't even.
that this
Ooh.
year.
You didn't even fucking beat RE
You
Village,
don't
though.
have to.
Whoa.
Don't criticize.
Oh my
As long as it's not
god.
his number 1, that's fine. Even if it is his number 1, we've
That's
evolved since
fucking.
2015.
That's fucking bullshit.
You know?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Jesus.
ahead to talk.
Hey,
Fucking give
this
this
man
dude.
thinks 3 other shows are on the same level as Breaking Bad. He's allowed to have his opinions without judgment, all right? They're subjective. No matter we want to beat him with a stick, and we will beat him with the stick after this fucking show. Believe me. Genesis, I'm coming over, and we're beating this man with a stick.
I'm ready. I'm ready. We'll kick his door down and do it.
Anyways, Destinoto, what's your number 6?
Again, the
Keep
few
going.
hours I played of it, it was
Can't
pretty good.
believe it. This man.
Hey, shh.
As far as I played, it wasn't. It didn't give me that feeling of just um like horror and the whole aspect of survival that Seven did. Like uh, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard really did a number when I went and played that through. Um, and coming into the start of Village, it definitely seemed like a very different atmosphere to start with. But I definitely will try to get back to that soon too. Want to see where that whole story goes, um, and following into the next entry, whatever that's going to be.
Kevin, you weren't even invited to that beating, but I appreciate it. Is that it?
Yeah.
All
Cool,
right.
cool. I'll go with my number 6.
Cool.
My number 6. It's kind of weird. Because I started it around this time last year. But I ended up playing a lot of it and beating it and platinuming it at the beginning of this year. My time at Porsche. Still have not bought its sequel. My time at Sandrock. I just had a lot of fun with this. There's some frustrating parts, but I just really enjoyed like the crafting and the building, and then there's farming. I didn't really even do too much of that until the ending. I started to get into the farming a little bit, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. It was cool. Like some of the trophies were cool. Like I had to marry like a lot of people. So I went through a lot of divorces because I had to keep marrying different people. Um, and to marry them, you just give them like a specific item, and they go, "Oh my god!" And then basically marriage happens. And to divorce them, you give them an item they hate. So it's pretty funny. It's very similar to like a Stardew Valley, and honestly any other like cozy, chill, relaxing games. Highly recommend if you just want one of those 40 hours grind away, upgrade stuff, expand the farm, like just one of those. Everyone knows what a cozy game is at this point, so yeah, highly recommend. Um, Kevin, what's your number 6?
Number 6,
Burger King
Dredge.
foot lettuce.
Dredge.
Dredge is
Ooh.
just a fantastic game. Had a lot of fun with it. Uh, Still gotta beat the final 2 areas, and then there's DLC now. Oh boy. Um, a lot of game kinda in there. I mean, I guess you could technically speedrun it pretty quick. But I've been enjoying just going around and trying to find everything, solve everything, load up on the fish entries or whatever in your journal, and get upgrades. So then you have to keep on grinding, fishing, and get money so you can upgrade your ship and get all the good junk. Um, yeah, just fun. I don't know. It's a very oddly fun casual game since you do the same goddamn thing thousands upon thousands of times, and you know what? Somehow it's still fun. It's strange.
All right. Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Now we're
Nice.
on to Genesis with his number 5.
Oh, number 5. Oh God. What do I pick for number 5?
You didn't have this written down?
No, I had this written down. I'm kind of second guessing myself now with something here.
Ah.
Um.
Thank you, Desinoto. Thank you.
You know what? You know what? No, this is gonna be number 5. Okay, all right, cool. So number 5 is gonna be the AI Salmon Files. I played that
Oh.
earlier this year. I know it's not a 2023 game, but this is the first time I've ever played the AI Salmon Files. This was a game that I only know of this because Wario just wouldn't stop posting the collector edition of the second version of this game, and it just was. I was like, what is the big deal with this? I don't understand what this franchise is all about. And apparently it's got like some big following for the franchise. So I was like, you know what? The first game's on sale. Let me try it. Let me give it a shot. Played the first game. I couldn't predict a single thing that was going to happen in that game. From the minute I started it to the end, at one point, I was invading people's dreams. I was then in a Minecraft world. I also figured out that I could take out an entire army with porno magazines, and then there's a lot of stuff to unpack in that game. It was awesome. The story was crazy. The detective mode is insane. Got the platy for it, so I heavily enjoyed my time in AI Summon Files. Um, I absolutely loved that game. So that's definitely my number 5 for game of the years that a game of the year that I've played this year.
All right, Desinoto, pick up that watermelon. Okay, now what's your number 5?
Sex crimes.
Also, I like how I could hear the fire burning from over here, so I can't even imagine how loud it is for you.
I'll get rid of them. Gone.
It's not that bad. I just couldn't imagine how loud it was for you.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah, I got one place cannot have fire, and it's okay. Oh, I gotta find the bricks to put in the back of this thing. We talk while I find these bricks.
Well, it's
Well,
Desinoto's turn. So.
a game I revisited again this year. It's Code Vein. Um, I believe what I played was the multiplayer aspect. So me and my friend Kendrick, we were running the multiplayer part together, where you pretty much go like in a map, and you're pretty much co-oping like one of the maps from. Um, I don't think it's from the actual single player campaign. It's just like a one of like I don't know how many different maps, and it's not randomly generated, but there's a bunch of different maps you can go through, um, and you pretty much just kill a specific boss in there. You get a key, you come out, and you get these. What's it called? It's like there's like companion points or something for the multiplayer where you get those points from uh, just cooperating with another person online. Um, so going back to the game was pretty good. Um, Still mostly the same. I don't think they really added too much after the multiplayer stuff that they put in the game. But very solid Souls-like anime game for anybody interested in something like that. The character creator is still one of the best I've ever used in a game, where you could pretty much make anybody you want, like an anime version of them, or any like video game character you want inside that game. Um, yeah, highly recommend this game.
I'm gonna have to
You
try
like
Code
Souls and
Vein.
anime.
I downloaded that, and I'm probably gonna try it with you guys at one point. I don't know. I'll give it a shot sometime next year, maybe.
Yeah, it's got a pretty solid story. Um, and it's got some replay value in the multiplayer too. You could also co-op any of the single player levels as well if you need help or you just want to play with a friend.
Nice.
All right,
Nice.
cool, exciting. I'm glad Genesis is willing to give that a shot. All right, my number 5 is Deliver Us the Moon. I believe I got this on Plus. Same with my time at Porsche. And I heard it was an easy platinum, and I was like, I kind of just want to go through it. And going through it, I was not really paying attention at first. Um, Honestly, I was mostly just kind of going through it, being in parties with Genesis and Kevin mostly. Um, and then as the daddies played, I would play Deliver Us the Moon.
Mm-hmm.
And about maybe 30 or 45 minutes in, the story just started pulling me in, and it's just so, it's hard to describe this game. Um, because like if you ask me, hey, what's the story about? I can give you a general idea, but I couldn't tell you like, oh, this character's name, but I can tell you like my emotions like throughout the entire game, because there's just elements of that game that just have stuck with me since I've played it. And I haven't really talked about it too much because there were frustrating parts in it too. And I almost didn't even put this in my list because of how frustrated I was at not trophies. The trophies were actually very simple. There is just like some technical issues I had, as well as just parts of the game where it's like, hey, go do this thing, but it's just not very clear um, on where to go, and my sense of direction is terrible. So it's really on me for that. Um, but the ending just had me just, I don't know, feeling somber about it all. I don't know. It's just it's a game that made me feel a lot of things. Um, and I will play the sequel. I probably will buy it once it goes on sale because I just like this one enough. Deliver Us Mars is what it's called. So yeah, Deliver Us the Moon. If quick plat, it's only like I think 8 to 10 hours, if that. And then space, and yeah, highly recommend. So Kevin, it's your number 5.
Number 5, The Last Faith. This is an
Oh.
incredibly good Metroidvania game. Difficulty is perfectly set up. Boss fights are tough. Normal enemies, you see their vulnerabilities pretty quickly. You can exploit them somewhat obviously, but like still takes a little bit of finesse. Um, and man, this world is sprawling. The map goes horizontal like a champ. Vertical, not so much so far. I've gone through like, or at least stepped foot into like 5 different areas at this point, and I've only fought 2 bosses. Um, really vast map. I'm excited to see where this goes. A little lost right now, not entirely sure where I need to go, but I'll figure it out eventually. And yeah, really fun game. Highly recommend. Um, it's very detailed too for a like mock 16-bit game, 8-bit game, whatever graphical style they're going for. A lot of cool, uh, what you call it, finishing move animations.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
Genesis. Number
Uh,
4.
my number 4 is going to be the AI Summon Files Nirvana Initiative. So the sequel to original AI Summoning Files, Nirvana Initiative takes it 2 steps forward because we now have 2 protagonists we play as, 2 different timelines, which you only find out later in the game that they're actually 2 different timelines. A copy of one of the protagonists, which you find out is a copy from a different timeline that was also in a different timeline. Um, there's a lot of timeline shit going on in this game, and when you figure out everything and you kind of put it all together and you understand what timeline you're in, it's a fucking crazy ass ride. They somehow found a way to step up the story and make it even crazier. I think I like the original protagonist of the first game better, although he is in the second game, just not, you can't play as him. The witty porno jokes and all that are just, they're just hilarious. Although the first now the ones you play as in this one, the tones are a little bit more darker. They're a little bit more sinister tones when you look at like what is actually happening to the characters and supporting cast around them and things like that. But again, Chunsoft and Spike, those are the 2 companies I think that produce and direct these games. I don't know if direct's the right word I'm looking for, or create the game, whatever it is. uh, they somehow just are finding ways to make these stories crazier, but also make them still a coherent story by the end of it. Somehow, I don't know how the hell they do that, but somehow they do it. If there's a third one, I'll probably end up playing it. I hope it's a PS5 only one, and we get an improvement in graphics, because these graphics are obviously PS4, or probably I would say PS3 at this point. Graphics, they're not. I mean, Chunsoft's not known for their insane graphical mastery or anything like that. So the art style I'm fine with. I feel like I'd want to get more like a cell shaded version, or like up to date. Like when I'm seeing a lot of the anime games out now, they look really good. So if we get like an updated version of that for the next one, would be great. But yeah, Nirvana Initiative is definitely awesome. The diversity in the mini games, the diversity in the puzzles and mysteries and things that you got to solve, along with the cast, is awesome. Tama and I think was it Aiba? Yeah, Aiba and Tama both were great. AI companions. Either one you play as, it's really fun. But yeah, that's my number 4.
Cool. Desinoto, number 4.
Number 4.
I have God of War as number 4.
Oh!
um,
Did you
I
beat
didn't
you beat
play.
God of War?
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't remember.
yeah, I did.
I
I did
watched
get
him.
through yeah, the last like section pretty much.
But you
Yeah.
haven't played God of War 2 yet.
No,
God of War 2 came out in 2007. How have you not played it?
I didn't play any of the older ones.
Mm.
Got it.
Yeah, so I mean that's probably one thing. If I feel like if you play the older ones, you definitely would get a lot more out of playing this one. Um, but coming into it without playing the other ones, um, real solid game. Really touching story, likable characters. Um, nice action-filled gameplay. It's not like your traditional hack and slash, but it's something similar. Um, because it's got the little like over shoulders perspective. Um, but Kratos does kind of go nuts as you get further into the game when you start unlocking different abilities and more moves and attacks and different weapons. Um, especially the last one that you unlock, the axes of something. I forgot what it was called. No, it wasn't the axe, right? It was The Blades of
Chaos.
Chaos. Yes. Yeah, that's what those. Those are really cool.
When you said the
Those
axes or
ones
something, I was like, is this man trying to say the Blades of Chaos? Is he just saying this to not spoil this game that came out 47 years ago? And 5 years ago, actually, but
I was gonna say 47 years ago.
about I rounded up.
I'll have to get to the sequel eventually
It's
to
good.
see the story through.
It's good. Highly recommend.
Yeah, yeah, nice game and stuff. Glad I played it because it definitely took a while for me to come around to playing it.
Yeah, that's okay. You got there.
Taking a while for all the good games.
He gets there. That's all that matters.
He gets there.
Unlike
All right.
somebody.
Unlike
This
somebody,
guy.
this guy. All
What
right.
do you mean?
No, it's Kevin. Kevin. We're talking
Oh.
about Kevin. He doesn't get to game.
I was
Come
about
on,
to say,
man.
I was like,
Why-
wait a minute, hold on.
We're not always against you, all right?
No, yeah, you
Alright.
are. Shut up. Just keep
Always
going.
against me, though, let me tell you.
Always against Kevin. Always. I'm trying to drown him, and he's trying to drown me.
You
Against
sure
the
will
wall.
drown me.
And you'll just hear
Oh.
bubbles. Oh! Oh my!
That took a turn I'm here for.
Interesting. Ooh. You're turning one way, and I'm turning the other way, and we're turning into each other, and we're bending over, and we're bucking wild. Buck, buck, buck. Anyways, no. Anyways, love your number 4, Destinoto. Great game, highly recommend.
Yeah.
My number 4 is a game that's probably might shock people based on how much I shit talk my time with this. It's Power Wash Simulator.
I had a feeling it was going to be in your top 5 or something.
Yeah, Power Wash Simulator honestly would be higher, but other games came out. Power Wash Simulator is people find it relaxing. I've never found relaxing things relaxing because I know I'm supposed to be relaxing and therefore I am not relaxing. Power Wash Simulator scratches that itch though in my brain that my time at Porsche scratches, that Animal Crossing scratches, that fucking gas station simulator scratches, train station renovation scratches, House Flipper scratches. House Flipper's also not on my list even though I played a lot of the DLC this year. I loved Power Wash Simulator. I hated Power Wash Simulator's trophies because you had to do like time trials and it was annoying. But also, some of the later levels, it's just like, we get it, we're cleaning. I don't need a 9-hour level to prove that I've cleaned a lot. Like, come on now. I was more of a fan of like the hour-long levels. Instead of like the 30-minute levels, didn't like those either. I like just like, hey, clean this backyard. Like, wow, that took a little bit and I can see a lot of progress. Not clean this Lara Croft mansion. Not doing that, game. No trophy, not doing it. But Power Wash Simulator, it's just one of those ones where I'll eventually get all the DLC and I'll eventually 100% it. It's a fun game. It's relaxing to some people. It scratches the itch for me. And yeah, I'm glad I bought it. Even though it's on Plus now, I think. So give it a shot, you know? Give it a shot if you're curious. Kevin, number 4.
Yeah. Number 4, God of Weapons. Part teamfight tactics, part Vampire Survivors, part inventory management, and a whole shit ton of unlockables and difficulty levels and characters to unlock and abilities to unlock and items to unlock. There's a lot. There's a lot in this game for a very low price that I forget at the moment. Very fun game. I every so often will just go to it because you can finish a run in like an hour. And it's grinding, but it's not. There's so many characters in the game to try to unlock and play as, and then on top of that, every character has 3 different like subclass things, kind of, which you also have to work at unlocking, and then In addition to that, there's 5 different difficulty levels that you have to work toward progressing through. And all the while you're doing all of this, you're getting currencies that unlock more items. That those can randomly be things you can purchase in the shop. And you're just getting better overall. And then you start to unlock overall like account buffs where you get additional like inventory spots. You can move quicker, and you have higher rarity things sooner in your run. And man, it's just fun. Good gameplay loop. It's not Vampire Survivors level. That's on a whole different tier. I don't think anything hits. It just got another DLC, but it is damn close, and I highly recommend to anybody who likes Vampire Survivors or something like that game.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, Genesis number 3.
All right, boys. Number 3 coming in hot with Remnant 2. Remnant 2 is an absolute surprise delight of a game for me this year. The amount of hours that Daddy and I have put in that game. My God. God bless his soul. He hasn't committed suicide yet playing a game with me, and probably, I don't know, he's got maybe a year or two left to live. Because he's eventually
Hey,
going to
good for you,
himself
Kevin.
off a damn bridge playing with
Nope,
me.
I live as long as Ready or Not is not out on PlayStation 5.
When the day gets there, then
And we buy it, and
man,
that's it.
yeah.
I feel like
That's it.
real quick. I feel like Kevin and I always threatening to kill ourselves until something else distracts us. I just want to throw that out there. Me, I'm like Spider-Man 2, let's go, and now I'm like Ghost of Tsushima 2, maybe, let's go. But you know, if it never comes, then I never breathe again. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
boy.
Anyway, sorry.
No, you're good. So yeah, Remnant 2. God, what can I say about this game other than like they've completely improved the sequel over the first one. So much content, so many things to do. They had DLCs released for it. There's gonna be more DLC coming for it. Can't wait to play even more until Daddy loses his sanity and just says I can't do this anymore and tells me to go kill myself.
Not possible.
You know, we'll always play games
Game's too
together.
good.
We're playing the finals now together, so you know. Until Daddy decides to shoot me because I don't shoot enough people.
Just blowing up
Remnant 2.
walls.
Yeah, I
I see
walls.
buildings collapse in my nightmares.
Oh no, 9/11, man. Yeah, it really gets you.
Oh wow! What?
I knew that was coming.
Backpedal.
No. Front pedal. Keep going forward. We talk about
Oh,
something
no.
else now.
That's what the terrorists said in the planes.
There you go. See, he's getting it. He's got it. Remnant 2 just has this endless amount of replayability. We can go on all these different runs. We still have things we have to get in the game. Still have to unlock certain things. We've platinumed the
So
game
much.
already. But there's just oh my god, Remnant 2 is just what a game. If you're looking for an just a fun third person shooter to play with a buddy of yours or even two buddies, oh my god, dude. I can't recommend this game enough. What an awesome game. And only $49.99 when it originally came out. It's not even a fully one of those expensive $69.99 games, and it's like, oh well, I better get my money's worth out of this. You get so many hours of gameplay out of this. You get so many fun times. You get these awesome storylines you get to go through. I think there's like two or three storylines per world, and there's about 4 worlds at this point right now. Not including the rot at the end, because that's always the same thing no matter what.
Man,
So
can't get the villain right ever. The root.
is that the root? I thought it was the. Oh, okay.
Pretty
all
sure
right,
the
that's
rot are the things in Kita.
okay, all right. The root. I don't know how I get things confused, man. My brain doesn't work well anymore. you beat the game and you still have so much to do in the game even after you're done with it. So, yeah, great game. Can't recommend enough. Definitely worthy of number 3 spot in my game of the year.
Cool, cool. Destinoto, what's your number 3? Number Trace, number trois.
Number 3, we got Elden Ring again, coming back
Hell
from
yeah.
winning Game of the Year last year at the Game Awards. um, I still haven't really progressed farther than I was where I stopped last time. Um, I don't think I did. Because this one entrance to the big castle, I can't kill the tree sentinel on the horse. I don't know why. I killed the first one, but this one's way stronger because it has a second phase where it starts summoning lightning strikes to the ground, and you gotta dodge every single one of them while killing him. Oh, I did beat one boss more than last time that I stopped playing. I also cheesed that one boss because it was a double boss, and those double bosses are always very difficult. Um, but anyway, uh, yeah, this game still brings me in. Um, haven't hopped in it recently, but it's gonna bring me in at some point again, and I'm gonna do the whole run that I did with Bloodborne, where I stopped for like a whole year. I came back and I finished the whole fucking game, and then I fucking got the fucking platinum, and then I got the fucking DLC, and I played the fucking DLC, and still waiting on DLC for Elden Ring. Who knows when that's gonna come out? Probably
February.
next year. Um, yeah, I think the thing I love about most of this game is the fact that the map was empty. I get very overwhelmed when I have a map that has a billion icons on it. Um, and it just doesn't really entice me to play like Elden Ring did, where you literally just go and discover the land yourself and find things to do without having to go to an objective marker specifically. Um, yeah, everybody should go and play some Elden Ring.
I
You're,
would if they added a difficulty setting and fucking map icons.
yeah, unfortunately, that'll probably never happen.
Oh, I'm
But
sure if I got it on PC, somebody's made mods.
probably, yeah. I'm sure you could,
But also, I don't really care for that aesthetic.
yeah. like the art style itself, or
No, just like the whole like medieval looking, like, oh, look at me, I'm a creepy little fucking weird guy with a sword and a shield. All right, bye.
okay.
Hey, look, stage 2, I'm creepier. It's like, okay, I get it. Goodbye.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I gotta get through it more, but it's still a great game.
Just want to say you got weirdly aggressive in the middle there when you started talking about the Bloodborne with the fucking and the fucking and the fucking and the fucking. I don't know if I was the only one to notice that, but there was a
I
lot going on there. There was a lot going
I don't
on
know.
there.
Every time I think about my journey with Bloodborne, that's all it comes back to is that I dropped the game for like a year and a half probably. And then it becomes like my most favorite game on the PS4.
Yeah,
One of my favorite games of all time.
yeah, but
So,
yeah, weirdly aggressive. All right, cool. Hey, we like a little bit of passion. We like a little bit of passion.
mhm.
Um, my number 3 is Horizon Forbidden West: Burning Shores. And God of War Ragnarok Valhalla. It's 2. I picked both their DLCs. I didn't want to put one in here. I didn't want to put both in here in separate places. I combined them.
Oh.
Just because I can, and no one can tell me otherwise. um, and honestly, they're both kind of in the same place for me, where they've expanded enough on the game. I'm going to start with Burning Shores. Burning Shores has a villain in it that is probably the best in the Horizon series that is not a distant ancestor that is the worst human being in the world, and there's a subreddit about him. Fuck Ted Farrow. Um, the bad guy in Burning Shores sucks. The boss fight with him is so good, and the world itself is so good that if Horizon released a DLC every 3 months, that would be my game I would play. And I would buy those. I'd be like, yeah, sure, cool, thanks. Every month. Like, I just love the world of Horizon so much. I will say that it didn't progress the actual main story forward too much. Um, the DLC for Frozen Wilds for the first Horizon, that progressed like the main story quite a bit, so it felt like it was worth it. So a lot of the backlash to this DLC has been that. Um, but I mean, it was also some other dumb shit, but it doesn't matter. But Burning Shores, I really liked a lot. I know Genesis played it. Highly recommend to anybody who loved Forbidden West. And if you haven't played Horizon, what the fuck you doing? Go play it. Sony will not talk about sales, and I'm worried. I'm so worried. Um, when they were like, "Hey guys, they put out all their sales for all these games, and Horizon was the only one not mentioned." Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But and then God of War Ragnarok Valhalla I put in here. The only reason I put it in here with Burning Shores is on its own, I think it's fantastic. And if you're a God of War fan and you didn't care for God of War 2018, I would say if you can get your hands on Ragnarok, I would just jump right into this because this would probably sell you on the modern version of God of War, and if it didn't, you could play through it enough to get the story because there is some brilliant, beautiful character growth that the original designer of the character just does not understand. It is so good. Christopher Judge gives a performance at the end of this DLC, at the end of the main part of the DLC, that is so incredible in talking about his legacy and who he was and who he is now. And it's so good. And I was crying. I was full on just going. Genesis was there. I was like, oh, yeah. I was losing it. It was so good. Kevin, you might have been there too. I just always assume Genesis is there. Kevin, you're starting to be like that too. But you might have been there. I don't know. I was going through a lot when that was happening. So highly recommend. If you like roguelites or likes, I don't know what the hell the term is still. A lot of people use a lot of. I've seen
I
it
think it's
used.
either one.
Yeah, it's
Definitely
I don't know.
confusing.
Roguelite or
It's
roguelike.
I don't know what
confusing.
it is either.
Sometimes I just switch it up, and I don't know if anybody's ever noticed. But
I've done the same
Roguelikes
thing.
in general, the roguelike, you when you die, it's a lot more punishing than a roguelite.
so
So,
no
which
one
one is it?
uses any of those terms correctly, Kevin. Even if that is the correct definition, everyone just kind of goes back and forth, and it's so confusing. And I feel like we've
Yeah, I
talked
thought they
about it
were
on the podcast
interchangeable.
before. So I'm calling this just a roguelike mostly, and sometimes I slip up and say light, doesn't really matter. Um, in the context of it, if you're curious what it actually is, look up a real review. I'm not a real reviewer. Um, I just
You're
highly
not?
recommend it. I'm not. I'm not. It's me, Adam, not a real
Oh,
reviewer.
oh my
What's a
God.
real reviewer anyway?
Somebody who's paid and went to journalism school, or somebody
What's
whose opinion who they could actually reflect within words or within speech, and I cannot because my words are stupid and my brain is dumb and doesn't understand how words work, and I don't know when to breathe in sentences, kind of like what's going on now, but that's okay. We'll move on. But yeah, so Burning Shores, God of War Ragnarok, Valhalla, highly recommend both DLCs. Valhalla's free. Burning Shores is 20, I think. Was it 20? Genesis?
20?
Yeah, 20. Probably going to go on sale eventually. There's also
It's
the
already on
Horizon.
sale.
Has it been?
I think it's been part of that holiday end of year sale, whatever.
That holiday end of year sale has not started, I don't think.
I think it just started today.
Oh, did it? No, okay. Because based on the Wario tweets, it has not started yet. I thought it started on Friday. But hey, listen to
We just
Genesis.
announced it. We just announced it.
No,
Nope,
listen
nope,
to
nope.
Genesis.
We just
Starting
announced it.
today.
We just
Go,
announced
hey,
it.
go, no, go on the store. It's all there, and if it's not, call Sony. They fucked up, not us. We've never made a mistake. But yeah, highly recommend both. Kevin, what's your number 3?
Number 3, Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon.
Oh.
This was a surprisingly good reintroduction for the series. They borrowed on some game design and gameplay philosophies that Dark Souls and the like have used to make a very, very good iteration of Armored Core, much to the delight of hardcore fans like myself. It's very enjoyable to play through. It's got New Game Plus. It's got, I think you need to play the game a minimum of 3 times to finish every mission. And because of the branching paths that come up eventually in the game, the boss fights are wildly unbalanced as far as how things tended to get harder when you progress through a game. Yeah, no, don't look at that too close. But other than that, this game is solid, and the difficulty does steadily increase as you play through the game. It's just that the bosses are wildly not following that same curve, and they kind of go off and do their own thing. Because the second boss, easy as shit compared to the first one. But a lot of customization, a lot of grinding if you want to get all the parts, and it's not a bad kind of grinding. It's a good kind of grinding because you can play whatever you want to play in order to just make money. And if you really like it, you really like the game, and you really like getting parts and grinding for all of it, then you go for all S ranks or whatever the highest rank is on mission. It might be double S on all the missions, and you unlock even more shit by doing that. So, tons of stuff to shoot for in the game. Very fun game, very challenging game, but also very rewarding once you start getting it and understanding the mechanics and learning how to really pilot your AC.
Nice.
All
I
right.
Cool.
actually got something to say about that.
Yeah.
I just picked it up.
Ooh.
Oh.
Just like 2 days ago, I bought it because it's on sale at Best Buy. And I also saw they added a ranked ladder or something to the
Oh,
game.
interesting. Okay.
I saw them tweet about something like that. I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but yeah, a big update. I think they were talking about. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah, I'll definitely be diving into that soon too because
I can't wait to
I
hear your
was very
thoughts.
excited to pick that game up just as soon as it went on sale because I know I wasn't gonna play it
Uh,
anytime soon. But
Chalk it
Right.
up with all the other games you haven't finished yet.
Hey, this is a positive section. No bullying. Wait till the end. We'll
Oh,
get there. We'll get there.
Bully me.
I'm gonna bully you into the fucking ground.
Oh.
oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
good thing.
you'll never know how far it went up.
oh.
All right. Cool. Genesis. What's your number 2?
Oh boy, number 2 coming in ironically at number 2 is Spider-Man 2. Um, Spider-Man 2 was an amazing sequel to Spider-Man 1. My God, there's so many things in this game I audibly screamed at, and I was like, what? 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 Oh my God. This game, amazing. I don't care what anybody says about this game. This game deserved so many awards at the Game Awards and didn't get any. It got nominated, cool, but didn't get any. Definitely, his name is Yuri Lowenthal, right? That's his name.
Yeah.
Okay, a fantastic job voice acting Peter Parker. Miles Morales, I still hate your fucking suit at the end, but hey, you were awesome as a Spider-Man in this game too. Um, MJ, MJ, listen, that fridge fucked up Spider-Man, but that fridge ain't got nothing on you because you get that stun gun that you fuck everybody up with. Um, Venom. Oh God, Venom. Oh, Daddy Venom. You are just a masterpiece of a villain. Absolutely love it. Craven, even though you had a kink for getting choked, dude, you were a fucking lethal ass dude. This game just anybody who is a comic book fan, Marvel fan, Spider-Man fan, just play the game. It's so good. Perfect Spider-Man game. Can't stop talking so much good stuff about this game. But yeah, number 2, Spider-Man 2.
I've never heard anybody describe Craven as having a kink for being choked, and I don't know how to feel about that. But that
I
was a
don't know
good
why. How have you
explanation.
not heard about that's like a meme on the internet now?
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the subtitle goes "Choke me harder, Daddy."
Oh, interesting. Yeah, no, I've completely missed all of that.
Yeah, that was a big
Interesting.
meme. That was a big
Interesting.
meme
All
on the
right.
Spider-Man subreddit.
Well, look at that. That's been leaks and rumors with Genesis. Destinoto, what is your number 2?
My number 2 is Fate Samurai Remnant. I have not gotten through the whole game. I'm up to chapter 3. The first few chapters are very long. I have, I think, close to like 30 hours, and I'm only on chapter 3, so. But my friend told me that the later chapters are shorter, so I'm gonna keep going through it. Really surprised me because it's not the usual anime game that Bandai Namco seems to, not, not Bandai Namco, Koei Tecmo, seems to just churn out based on every new anime that's hot every season. It's got solid, oops,
Love
I just
solid
clicked on the
oops.
game. It's got some real solid gameplay. The art style is fucking beautiful. Like it looks
There he is.
so
There
close
he
to
goes.
it looks so close to what any of the Fate animes look like. It's so beautiful. The characters are like more 3D-ish models, but they still look really good. The environments are amazing. There's only been like certain very specific areas where there's like performance drops slightly with the frames, but otherwise it mostly plays very nicely. Real solid release, and it's the first like non-visual novel Fate game I think that's come out because every other Fate game that's been made is just usually a visual novel with action elements tacked in there, but this is a full-on like action adventure game where you can just explore basically all of Japan or a decent amount of Japan if it's not all of it. And there's so much variety in the gameplay loops. A lot of little mini games to do while you're just going around each map, doing all the little objectives for each town. Oh man. And seeing my favorite servants from the mobile game and the anime series come back in a game that I can actually play as is pretty fucking awesome. My favorite one being John Alter. She, she's uh, a different version of the same servant in this game because she has a different class and she has a different demeanor and she acts a little differently, talks a little differently, but she's the she's the same essence. And yeah, real great Fate game, real great action RPG adventure game, and anybody who likes Fate should definitely try it out. Um, like I said, real big surprise because I thought this would be like a pretty mid-level to low-level anime game. That's what usually comes out for like the big franchises, or they'll make like some random um arcade fighter game, or they'll make a 3D plane fighter game, and it'll be very mid. Um, so yeah, real nice to see them actually make a solid storyline, characters, and gameplay loop with this one.
Cool, cool, cool. All right. My number two is a game that Kevin liked. It's a game that Kevin with a C also really liked. Um, it's called Control. Um, uh, yeah, played through that in March. Also a plus game. Um, played through the shit out of that. I was kind of iffy on it. I was like, yeah, it looks like my type of game, like third person, like over the shoulder, kind of like powers and stuff. Weird. Um, real weird. Ugh, excuse me. Kind of reminded me of a game called Second Sight. If you know, you know. Um, I found the gameplay just I don't know, fast and like responsive. It was a lot of fun. The story I was enjoying the story quite a bit. Not as much as Kevin and Kevin with a C. Um, I didn't watch like I didn't stand there and watch like a lot of the TV things. Like I was
Oh,
like I
so good.
know I know that's what you both say and I'm like I'm not gonna stand here. I'm gonna actually play the game. Um, and then I tried looking them up afterwards, and I was like, these are not doing nothing for me. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna do something else. Um, so I kind of hope they like put, like I don't know, give you like a portable monitor or something, so it just plays or something. Because I'm not gonna stand there and watch something, if it's not important, and it never was. Um, There were a couple things though that got me, but I just thought this game was incredible, just gameplay wise, and it's the most game on here on my list. Platinum was good trophy list. That's very important for my game of the year list. Um, the DLC was also quite fun. That one maze section was cool as hell, and like the sticky note room will always be a favorite memory of mine with Kevin. And then experiencing myself, very funny. Just overall, just really good. And I'm really surprised that Genesis did not get into this. Um, but also just a pretty game too. So can't wait for the second one. Honestly, probably a day one for me.
A
So Kevin, what's your number two?
a number two.
Number número dos.
The finals. Finally, something else came out in freaking first-person shooter land that wasn't Call of Duty or another iteration of some existing first-person shooter. Uh, no offense to Counter-Strike 2. Counter-Strike 2 did a really good job. Good update, but just an update. I'm not counting you. Also, there were some issues when it first came out, but it's okay. They're getting resolved. The finals is an incredibly solid first-person shooter experience. Very unique matches every single time. The maps, I mean, there's only like three, maybe there's four, but every time you play on
Maybe.
it, it all unfolds differently. It seems to be that like things can spawn almost anywhere on the map. There's like a few spots that it seems to favor over others, but damn, you really get moving around this thing, and every match is slightly different because like nobody's got like the best build. Um,
I just
you
saw.
kind of just go in with what you want and you play to your strengths. And because of this, there's times where you've got freaking goo walls going up all over the place. There's other times where people are throwing freaking smoke grenades and you forget that smoke grenades even exist in the game. You got other times where you have to deal with mines. Some matches there's no mines at all. It makes for such an interesting experience when you don't know what to expect when you go into the next match because it's not Call of Duty where like yeah okay you got all these different grenades and things that you use in Call of Duty, you got different guns to use, but ultimately people are still camping in the same spots. No, in this, people come up with wild ways to deal with things, especially since you can pretty much destroy almost the entire map. Um, and Genesis over here makes it very interesting to play because
I make a
destroy
new
the
route
map
every
he will.
time. Oh
It's a
yeah.
very different map every time you play because you'll be all set to attack something and then half the building comes down and you're like, all right, we can't walk that way anymore. um, no, very, very fun game. Highly recommend. And the low, low price of free. So go play it.
Absolutely, I'd recommend.
Cool. Genesis, what is, I mean, we know, but what is your
No, you
number
don't.
one game
You don't
of
know anything
20?
about me.
Hey, what is your number one game of 2023? And I think we can all say it together on the count of three.
Before
One.
you, but wait, hold on. Before you say it, what was your game for number two?
Control.
Okay. I went away for a minute, and for some reason, I thought I heard you say, I'm surprised that Genesis didn't jump in on this one. I don't know if you did say that or you didn't, or my mind may just playing tricks on me. I'm
No, I
sorry. Never
said
mind.
that. I said I'm
Hmm.
surprised you didn't click with this one. Yeah, like I'm surprised it
Oh,
didn't like bring
It's a
you
that's
in.
game.
I
Yeah.
got it. I understand now. And I
Yeah,
was like, wait, did I miss something? And I was like,
yeah.
I'll ask.
I was
All
surprised
right.
that
So
you played a
anyway,
little bit of it and you just didn't jump in like further. So
okay. So we're gonna count down to three.
Yep.
yeah, one, two,
Two,
three.
three.
Hello Kitty
Bam.
Paradise Island. What?
I knew there was a
Well,
joke coming in at some point. All right, I knew it was
you know,
happening, and I was just gonna go with the real thing.
I gotta admit, while that did
Secretly,
come
he's
to a
been playing.
very, it came to a very close decision there with between Hello Kitty and my game of the year. Um, I gotta give game of the year to FF16. Man, oh man, what a journey this game has been. 125 hours in, and I am still watching all these cutscenes. I was on the other night, I think it was Sunday night, and Adam and I were on, and I was playing the Bahamut fight. He was laughing at how I was just like yelling and screaming at like how awesome this fight is. I was just like weeabooing all over the place for this game. I was
Yeah,
like,
you were.
oh,
Yeah, you were.
it was God. The cinematic boss fights in this game just top notch. This is the best that any giant boss fight has ever been. Like I cannot imagine how any game would have done this any better. This is amazing. The formula they took to make this game here, stepping away from all the other traditional Final Fantasy formulas. Fuck everybody who thinks that they shouldn't have. This is a fucking great game. Creative Business Unit 3. I know you guys probably disbanded at this point, but like, goddamn, guys, what a masterpiece you guys made. It's sad that I'll probably never have a sequel to this, but at the same time, it's one of those experiences that I'm like, I don't, the DLC's there, but like, it's a once in a lifetime thing I'm gonna play probably. It's just Clive is a character that's like hooked onto me at this point. I cried at the end, bro. This game made me goddamn cry. And the only game that's made me, well, I cried harder at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. That was different, but like this game made me cry. This game just, it never got stale. It never got old. I'm still learning new builds. It's just, oh my god. I can't even, I couldn't have even imagined that was going to be this amazing of a game. And I will continue to look to see if I get that collector's edition because I should have bought it for this game. God, this is so cool of a game. It's just an amazing, cool game. If you're a Final Fantasy fan, even if you're not, you're hack and slash fan, like, dude, Go buy this game. Go play it. It's been on sale now. Buy it, play it, love it. Just cry at the end. Enjoy the story. It's a great game. It's a great time. Clive, you are the fucking hero of the day, and you're always gonna be, even though maybe descending might change. Well, let me not say this yet. Descending may or may not change depending on how this goes, but God, I hope it changes. But that's my game of the year. Final Fantasy 16. Fantastic job, Square Enix. I can't wait to play Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Everybody's dead now.
All right.
Honestly, I thought everybody would just go with the flow and move on, but I guess I still have to keep doing this. So, Desina, what are you number one?
My number one game is a game that I played probably the same amount of time, maybe not more, back when it came out the first time on like every different platform. Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Oh shit! I was gonna say My Little Pony.
No, he hated
Nope,
that, remember?
nope.
Ah shit! I forgot about that.
He said it didn't follow the lore.
Oh yeah.
The
It's clearly
lore.
made by people who just weren't My Little Pony fans, and just a lot of
Bronies.
things. Yeah, a lot of things just didn't add up.
Jabronis?
You remember that 45-minute rant he had in episode 154? It was crazy. That was crazy.
About jabronis?
Never mind. Doesn't know what's your number one. Keep going. Talk more.
Keep going.
I can say without a doubt this is one of the best remake games I've played. In a world where remakes are just running rampant. Every game
Last
needs
of
a
Us
remake.
1.
Every game needs a remake, remaster, but this one does it fucking right. This one coexists with the original because it takes different narrative choices, different gameplay choices, but it doesn't stray too far off the path that Resident Evil 4 put down so many years ago. Everything from the graphics and the gameplay, the storytelling, the character development in the game is just phenomenal. It's all built from the ground up. Looks beautiful. Every single map looks different in some way compared to the original game. They even added new parts of the map that were not previously accessible. And then the best thing, or the main game is so fucking good, but then there's a $10 DLC pack that just blew my socks off. It's the same.
Blew a couple other things off too.
It blew everything off.
Yeah.
It's the Ada campaign that was basically Ada running through all of Leon's mission in the original game, but this time she has her own entire set of uh, of
Story.
maps. Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's plenty of story. There's the whole move sets, all her specific weapons to just her character. Um, the different spots in the map that you get to access, even for boss fights, they're different compared to Leon's campaign. Everything is just. She's got her own whole ass package for $10.
Yeah, she got a whole ass, all right.
She got a whole ass everything,
Oh yeah.
and I love it. Ada fucking Wong. Goddamn. Yeah. Real, just fantastic. Anybody who's played Resident Evil should get this shit. Buy the DLC at the same time. Another cool thing is the game's only $59.99, and the DLC is another $10. So, and it's also just been on sale a lot recently. So definitely go pick it up. It is worth every penny. I have logged. My PS5 says I've logged 163 hours playing this game, which might sound unbelievable, but there's plenty of replay value to go back in this game over and over and over again with difficulty settings, getting the cosmetic items like different costumes and wigs and glasses and charms that you can use throughout the game from the slot machine thing. Yeah. Goddamn. I had all the hopes that it would be amazing, and Capcom delivered 100%, if not more. Love Capcom.
All right. Cool. Anything else to say? I know you got a lot to say about it, so.
Oh, that's I'm good for now. I'm good for now.
Cool. Go play RE4 if you haven't already, everybody.
Yeah.
Me, I like to play
And
good
buy the
games.
DLC. Oh.
What?
I'm just kidding.
He gets endorsement. I don't even get endorsement. What the fuck is this?
What?
He gets an endorsement from you. I don't get one.
Yeah, I endorsed in the beginning until Kevin made his joke about what game you fucking were gonna call your number one. What are you talking about?
He beat me with a stick.
He didn't beat you with a stick. Anyways, my number one is gonna come as no surprise to everyone. It's Gas Station Simulator. I put so many hours into it. Big fan of everything.
Excuse me?
There was there it is.
Get the fuck out of here.
Thank God, I did not want to talk about that anymore. Guys, my number one is no surprise. It's Red Dead Redemption 2. I've been playing a lot of that. I finally got 100% in it. I'm just kidding. My number one is Final Fantasy 16. Hot diggity dog. I'm just kidding. Nah, I'm messing with you. So Cyberpunk has really made an impact on my life. Alright, you guys, you know me. City Skylines, number one always. Not the second
Of course,
game. Not the second game.
every
yet.
single year, it's always City Skylines.
City Skylines! Wow! I played it for exactly 3.5 hours this year, and honestly, still good. Kevin, what is your number one?
Oh my god, my number one game. This game helped me lose weight. This game balanced my checkbook. This game helped my
God.
body regulate its bowel movements.
Oh my
It's Remnant
God.
2. This game can do it all. And it
Well,
can do no wrong.
hold on. Are you telling me Remnant 2 did all that?
It did.
And for how much?
And it did it for the low price of $60.
No, it was only $50.
$50.
$49.99 or 18
$49.
payments of 32 cents? That's crazy.
And you too can have success.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh, this game is great. Everything about it, man. I booted up this game for 4 hours just to make builds. God, there's so many items. There's so many things that they mess around with. There's ways to trigger items by reducing the maximum amount of hit points you can have, and like you just do it to yourself, so you always have buffs instead of having to wait until you get hit and taken down to that little of health. There's things with gray health, which is basically when you take damage and you can still like heal that back. There's so much in this game.
You
So
find a
much
build where you just
replayability.
keep bleeding and you never die.
Yeah, that's Genesis build over here. I made 3 builds in the 4 hours I was playing around. Like, it's not like Path of Exile where you have to sit there and freaking crunch numbers and use like outside programs and also have like 8 spreadsheets open. That's a little exaggeration, but like it's not in depth. It's
I mean,
simple.
you need one spreadsheet open for Remnant. Let's be real here.
My point is like it's not hard to understand.
No.
It's so simple and it's
Unless
so
you're me.
brilliant. There is so much player choice, and It's right at your fingertips. There's no sitting there reading a wiki to come up with like, oh, what does all this stuff actually mean? There's a few terms that they could have defined better, but like most of it's pretty self-explanatory. You go into something like Path of Exile or even like Diablo 4, and some of the debuffs and things, the game doesn't even tell you what the hell it means. And you have to go look it up somewhere. Everything is right there for you, and oh, it's such a good game. Can't recommend it
Mm-hmm.
enough. I'm
Mm-hmm.
pushing almost 200 hours, I'm pretty sure, combined between PlayStation and PC. Because I bought it twice. You better damn well believe I did, so I can play with different people. Everyone I have shown this game to and had them sit down and play it has enjoyed it.
I tell
Oh,
Desnoda all the time. You should get it.
so
I saw
good.
it was on sale for 30, I think,
I
recently.
told you
Yep,
to
it
buy
was
it.
just a little bit ago. Yep. That's when I bought it
Buy
as
it.
Christmas gifts, and I forced it upon people. I mean,
Yeah,
what?
I should do the same thing.
I just want to point out that this man bought it twice and got the price wrong. Still, I just want to
Yeah,
throw that out there.
because I don't care. I don't know what I paid for it, and I don't care what I paid for it because it's fun.
Kevin is
I
$78,000 in the hole because he got ripped off, but he doesn't even care that he bought this
I
for $78,000.
I feel like, well, I mean, I wish Adam would play this game because I know it's not an Adam game, but
It's
I
not.
feel like we'd have a ton of fun with Adam in this game.
It's not only not an Adam game. I don't want to play with you. I don't know why. How many
Wow.
years do we have to go through this relationship where I just don't want to play anything with? It's not just you. It's anyone. I don't want to play games with people.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Suicide
true.
Squad, Kill the Justice League. Let's go! Yeah, not an Adam game. I like good games.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
Why? I made that joke already. Why was that still a reaction?
Ooh.
it's the re-reaction.
Wow. Kevin, anything else to say about what are you talking about? Remnant?
Remnant 2, man, I'm excited for the next DLC. I haven't even fully finished everything in the base game, but and honestly, the developer's doing a fantastic job too.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to the player base, throwing in random events. I was surprised not that there isn't a Christmas event yet because the Halloween event was such a success. But they might not have had enough time. Maybe it'll be a New Year's event. We'll see.
Maybe they
Lunar
might
New
do one of
Year,
those.
Chinese New Year, something.
Spanish New Year, Black New Year.
Whoa.
Well, let's stop that right in its tracks there. Hey guys, I have a confession. My game of the year was not any of the ones I named. I already forgot all of them except City Skylines. That was actually it. That's the end of my confession.
Oh,
No, my game of the year was Spider-Man, but Genesis said so much about it that was correct that I fucking love Spider-Man. I love Insomniac. Hopefully nothing ever bad happens to them.
Too late.
Yeah, it's a horrible situation going on there.
Mm-hmm.
horrible.
But yeah, Spider-Man 2 is so good. I can't wait till we get more of this world. I can't wait to get more of Insomniac. I'm all about it, and I honestly think they're the greatest PlayStation studio right now. Just considering everything they've put out over the last 3 years alone, like
Yeah. The
they're just
timing
crushing
alone
it.
is insane.
They're just crushing it. So
Insane.
yeah. So yeah, does anybody have any bottoms, like negatives? Not bottom, not you know what I mean. Guys,
Oh,
don't think about that.
yeah,
Oh, my
yeah.
bottom fell off. Remnant helped with that too.
To put it back
Adam,
on or to get it to fall off?
To get it to fall off.
Oh,
I think
interesting.
you should look into this game, Adam. It's been fixing Kevin quite a bit. Like his bowel movements are all straightened up now. He has no more blood pressure problems. His eyeball that he lost grew back with Remnant 2. Like it's a lot of medical advancements that they've made at Remnant 2.
Nah.
One of those.
DLC 2 coming soon could cure cancer.
Yeah, listen.
Wow. Okay. I'd rather die of cancer. Yeah,
I have
exactly.
a negative.
He goes to beat you with a stick.
Oh God! Oh!
I got a negative.
That
I got
right
a bad.
there is how long the death takes in Starfield. Loading screens.
Wow.
Anyway,
I
yes.
got a negative. My negative of
Oh no.
2023. It's Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2.
Oh. Modern
How
Warfare
many
2, yeah.
hours have you put into it?
So God, I want to
Yeah,
say
I'm gonna say negatives you actually played.
And I've put I don't know 4, 5, probably 500 hours into this game.
To the new one.
It, there is no new one. It's 2, but two's DLC.
Oh, I see what we're doing.
There is no new one. So putting 500 hours into this game, I expected just a little bit better treatment. It's kind of like that abusive relationship that I've had for 12 years, and I finally had the courage to leave because I've just been beaten enough.
Let's not compare it to that.
It's pretty similar to that.
Let's not compare it to that. You know what I mean?
I've also been mentally and physically tortured by this game. Uh, God, I'd go back to it every single weekend just because I craved being beat in my ass.
Yeah, you know what game also helped him through this? Remnant 2, oddly
It
enough.
did. It
Helped him
did.
cure himself
Remnant
from
2
Call of Duty
was
Modern Warfare 2.
Remnant 2 showed me what a real relationship.
Didn't Modern Warfare 2 come out last year? It only is a DLC on PlayStation 5. No, on PlayStation 4, it's a separate trophy list.
So I've played it this year. So fuck off.
I'm not agreeing with this so far.
Why are you not
Why?
agreeing with this one?
Because you haven't played it.
I did. I played it all this year.
You
You
that
played a
it's
ton of it.
that's not 3.
So what?
I've played I'm
Why does it
saying
have to
it
be
was Modern.
3?
I said Modern Warfare 2.
But that okay.
You brought up 3, and I said that 3 doesn't exist because it's DLC. I didn't say 3. I said 2.
Got it. My bad. Honestly, that's some shit you would do. So that's my fault. My fault though.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. How does this turn into some shit I would do?
Let's be honest, that's some shit you'd definitely do. So I overreacted. Don't get me wrong. That's some shit you'd do. The silence speaks volumes. Anybody else got any negatives?
I'm confused. I don't
Shouldn't be.
understand.
What? Anybody else got any negatives?
Yes.
Well, then go ahead.
This one game I played for about 20 minutes called Fade to Silence. Horrible game. Janky controls, looked like shit, like a PS2 game. Um, yeah, never want to play it again.
I got another negative one.
It's open.
Uh,
Please just go. I swear to God.
my other negative one is Ghostwire Tokyo. I went into this
Oh.
game thinking I was gonna have a lot of fun with it, and I kept saying this is like the Doctor Strange game that I've wanted, and unfortunately, I lost interest. It just didn't keep my interest. I don't know. I kept playing it and I was like, I'm getting tired of this and I just don't want to play this anymore. It's just not something that I was like, wow, I need to keep playing this. Sadly enough, I wish the controls were a little better in the game, and I wish the enemies were a little bit more. There were a little bit more range of like dynamic enemies in the game. Um, the magic also it doesn't make too much sense in the game with how you have to defeat enemies with the magic and all that. You have to consistently keep pulling, I don't know, left or right to break them, and it's like, okay, cool. Um, yeah, I that's definitely one of my negatives this year. I had a lot of thoughts about that, especially when it came on Plus, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm finally gonna try it because I didn't want to buy the game previously. Um, and yeah, it's just another Bethesda game that I'm like, I don't care about. So yeah, another negative there for me, unfortunately. Sorry, just not good. I got another one on top of that. It's
Keep hitting me.
yeah, and I'm gonna keep hitting you, just like Adam hit me with that statement he said before. I was so shocked by that.
Oh no, you weren't. Shut up.
So I got Hermit's Tic Tac Toe as my another
How
negative.
dare you? How dare you?
I platinum this game, and this was the most disappointing negative game I've ever played. The gameplay mechanics absolutely are broken.
This man
Everything
played
about this
this game
game.
for 4 minutes.
Um, I don't.
Here.
I don't even think it was 4 minutes. I think it was actually like a minute and a half. Even it was so bad I couldn't even play like more than a minute and a half. Like it was
That's all
just
you
so bad.
needed to play. You're never gonna play more than
And
that. Oh my God, this
I
guy.
can't believe there's no actual AI in the game. I actually
That's
have
weird,
to play
yeah.
against myself. Like that's just horrible planning. Like,
It's
hey,
just a
listen,
game you play with a friend where you pass a controller back and forth.
I can't believe that they've made something so stupid like this. Like how do you guys not know what a game is? Like what is this?
Think about it. You can play with your children as they grow.
I am
You're like, we
putting
don't
that
have
up.
any paper or pens or pencils. What do we
I'm
do? And they're like,
uh,
guys, hermits.
I'm gonna chalk that up to one of the worst games that I've played of 2023. And I hope that the developer doesn't make any more games around that. So that sucks really bad. I hate it. Yeah. Uh, I got one more to go. And that is God of War Ragnarok Valhalla. Worst game I've ever played. I can't
Yeah.
believe how horrible this is. It's just so confusing. He doesn't fuck Freya yet. It's insane. I don't know why.
Oh, you still haven't beat it.
Atreus comes in and now he's a horse.
Oh,
And
yeah, you still
I
haven't beat it.
don't know.
Yeah, you
No,
still
that was
you haven't beat it when Kratos is pounding the horse. Then he realizes it's his son, and he's like, "Well, I've already committed." And that's why the creator of God of War was calling it soft, because his penis
Oh,
started to soften. But
right,
he
right,
he
right,
really
right.
he activated rage mode. His cock came hard again, and he looked directly in Freya's eyes and he said, "Boy, this is your mother now. But a hole's a hole."
No,
Yeah, Valhalla is definitely up there. On being one of the worst experiences Kevin's ever heard of in his life. Since he'll never go there because Kevin is unable to die. We found out. Very
Oh.
sad for him.
No, I was joking about Valhalla. Valhalla so far is amazing. I don't have any more negative games. That was the last negative game I had with.
I was not
Carmen
joking
Sick
about
Tattoo.
Valhalla. That horse scene fucked me up. That was crazy. That was
Uh,
fucking crazy.
Then I find out that Kratos is trans, and I'll never be able to play the game again. So
No.
Oh.
That's fine.
no, I can't ever play the game again. No,
No,
just
he's
can't do
not
it.
trans. Man, you really got to work on this. He's a train. Because he's
Oh.
training boy who's fucking Freya, who's fucking who's fucking Ragnarok, which is crazy, and then fucking Brock's underneath hitting it from the back. You know what I mean? He just couldn't handle the porn. What happened to you? What just happened there?
I just had to reconnect because it's sounding laggy again.
Oh, weird. Yeah, no, Valhalla's great. Definitely not a negative. One that Genesis forgot, Gotham Knights.
Oh, how could I forget? Oh, because I deleted the damn trophy or the trophy list off my account. Yeah. Gotham Knights. Yes. Okay. So let me. Yeah. I'm sorry, Adam. I'm gonna steal that from you because I'm sure you'll use that
Yeah,
as a
no,
negative
go ahead.
too.
Yeah.
Gotham Knights, man, guys, how do you fuck up a Batman game? Oh, let me see. We put 4 different playable characters in that have literally no actual impact to them, and let them also play in a game that is just looks like it was made in, I don't know, 12 months instead of like the normal 4 to 5 years that it takes to fucking make a fucking game. Like, guys, how can you fuck Batman up? How do you do this? How do you fuck Batman up, bro? Like the intro scene with Raj Al Ghul and him fighting. How do you fuck this up, man? How do you do this? How do you fuck up Batman? It's not hard. It's just like, why? Why'd you make him trans? Why'd you do this? I don't
Again, there's no
understand.
trans. We have nothing against trans people, and they have nothing to do with Gotham Knights. I'll take over at this
Why?
point.
Why?
I've watched a lot of the cutscenes of Gotham Knights before I played it. The story is not for me. It's well realized, I would say, just based on like I know where it goes and stuff. It's just not a Batman story I prefer. Um, the game is ugly as shit. I'm sorry. I don't know who was in charge of art and like the
Y'all
art
fucked up.
direction,
Y'all
but
fucked up.
I honestly think that
Y'all
you were
fucked up.
fired before you could say anything, or you just were over. I don't know what the hell was going on with that game. Also, we didn't get to the bikes, but we've seen the bikes. They're not fast. That game is so ass, and I should be playing that game still right now. I should not have ever stopped because I'm the guy who should be playing that. I'm excited for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. You know how bad you have to fuck up a game that's Batman centric for me to not be excited for it?
Pretty bad.
You have to do it pretty bad. Kevin, do you know? Do you know how bad you have to fuck up a game?
4.5 cups.
Kevin, I don't know how you converted it to what I needed you to convert it to, but Gotham Knights is at least pushing 7 cups. Gotham Knights is way past that 4.5 threshold.
How did we convert it to a metric system of liquid measurement?
Well,
How did we do this?
We will explain that to you after the show. We don't want to again explain it to the audience; they've heard it too many times.
Via the quadratic equation.
Kev, what did I just say? We said we wouldn't explain it.
But I thought the Pythagorean theorem was for that particular.
Now you guys are just throwing out math terms, and you sound real dumb. All right, let's stop that. Let's stop that immediately.
Listen, man, just because you don't understand E equals MC squared, like, listen, it's okay. No, you don't have to hide your shit.
Hey, I don't even know the difference between 2 and 3 in regards to Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Apparently, neither does Activision. What I'm saying is Gotham Knights is so fucking terrible. It's 7 cups of bad. All right, it's so bad. It's way past that 4.5 threshold. that Kevin
I
clearly identified. And I just, oh my god, it was not
totally
good.
forgot that Gotham Knights was so bad. I totally forgot about that. I
Yeah,
can't.
I played that on my other profile, and I was like, I'm probably gonna play this on my other profile because it's gonna be bad. I want to give a shout out to oh my god, I'm so yawny. Saints Row. I played that this year. I got about 2 hours into that or so, maybe a little bit less. It was not good, and the developer closed, which I'm sad about because I feel like it wasn't bad enough for a developer to close. Um, so just a little disappointed with that.
Well,
I
other
also
developers close as soon as they release a game, and because they're in debt and they can't survive.
yeah, don't look at that.
Yeah.
And then I also want to give a shout out to Gas Station Simulator. Not a bad game by any stretch. Bad
Ruin your
trophies.
life.
Bad trophy to reach like level 10, and to do that you have to grind like I don't know 60,000 interactions or something. It's stupid. It's so fucking stupid. It took forever. So if you're gonna put out DLC, please make the trophies easy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, and then that's I think that's all my negatives. There's just games that didn't click with me, like Cyberpunk or The Witcher 3. But The Witcher 3 clicked more after I played Cyberpunk, so maybe one day I'll go back to that. But yeah, Cyberpunk, I did not get into it. I understand people like it now, but I'm sorry, no. It's just there's the skipping dialogue takes too long, which is weird because it's supposed to be skipping the dialogue, and also they talk too much. But the PS5 version is actually very nice, even though the world still seems kind of dead. So, Kevin, get back into that. Let us know.
What?
Get back into Cyberpunk.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, Kevin, you got any negatives?
I do have a negative. Hold on, I gotta remind myself what that negative was. Fill time.
While you were reminding yourself, I forgot to have an honorable mention for a good game, which was It Takes Two. Adam and I played that this year.
Dude, I totally forgot about that one too.
Yeah, a really good game. Adam and I shared an intimate bond while we played it, so it was
Yeah, we
really
did.
like we were
Yeah,
having sex while we
honestly,
were playing. So.
honestly, I might have blocked it out because of that one scene that I'm still
Yeah.
traumatized over.
Oh God!
And I will never
Why
forget.
must you-
Also,
what?
bad parents. I'm sorry. Like
Oh God!
like
Horrible
that
parents.
that
horrible.
Mexican book Fix Them. I forgot. Dr. Hakim. Thank you.
Dr. Hakim.
Yeah, Dr. Hakim definitely did a lot of good work in that, but also those people were irredeemable after what they did to that elephant. So
Why are you gonna take me and throw me off the top of the building?
I thought we were going to be friends.
Why are you ripping my ear off? What did I do?
That really hurt. I hated everything about that, but also great times with your buddies. Great times with your buddies. So me and Daddy and me, we murdered someone, and we feel bad about it sometimes. And also, we got our child to cry. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we danced in her tears. We got her to cry. And
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'm not a father, but I feel like it made me a better father knowing not to do any of the things those parents did.
I would agree.
Thank you.
I would totally agree.
I'm glad. Hey, you're the expert on this.
Best part of that game, though, you fighting a fucking squirrel on the top of the fucking plane as we were driving, and that plane was a pair of boxer briefs.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah, you were literally fucking street fighting the guy at the top over on top of the plane. Like that was amazing. I love that.
I also really enjoyed the clip I watch every so often of you doing the clock, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and us just losing it at that. Just absolutely losing it at the stupidest shit at like 3 a.m. Just that, and then also the Also, fuck that tower you have to climb. It's actually not that bad, but fuck that tower.
Yep,
but also, wish a plane would hit it. # New York. But there's also that one sequence. It's in the beehive where that creature comes in, that beetle or whatever. And I was like all about that beetle, and then that beetle just fucking died. Not even like, not even like. It's so fucked up. The game's weirdly dark. The game's funny. The game's
He
really
just
funny.
crashes into the fucking hive, and you're like, "Is he dead?
Mm.
He died."
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be like a character, and then because he's like, "Hop on my back, let's go," and it's like, "Yeah." And then he's just like, he just gets fucked. He just, oh man, oh man. Anyways, Kevin, we
God.
have aptly filled time.
All right. Negative for 2023. Adam, I believe, was watching me play this game. It did not last long. The Long Dark. What the fuck was this
Oh
game?
yeah.
Yeah, you remember that? It looked
Oh,
like a
oh
kind of neat
God.
survival game. And wow, was it not a neat survival game? I don't remember anything really about this other than
It was
just
cold.
trying to find anything, and it was cold. And I'm like, where is everything? Where's anything I'm supposed to pick up and interact with? And where am I going?
It was funny because you started it up and you're like, "You want to watch this?" And then you explain it. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I think I've heard of this." And I started watching it, and I'm like, "This looks bad." And you were like, you were still trying to be like, "Yeah, it has some neat ideas and like doing your thing." And then you played for 45 minutes, I think.
I think, yeah.
And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna watch anymore. And then I looked back at the screen, and you already quit. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. I forgot about that. That was terrible.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
So highly recommend to everyone you hate. Yeah. All right. Well, terrible, terrible. Hey, I would say overall it was a
Hey,
good year.
you know what? Another thing. Let's get real quick. Another
Mm.
terrible thing, 2023. The video game industry. There's too many layoffs. What's going on here? What's going
Layoffs,
on?
hacks,
It's
prices
like
raising, people getting
everybody
fired. Yeah,
like
it was the whole
set
thing.
the profits. It's not just the video games industry. It's a lot of entertainment
Everything,
industries.
man.
Yeah.
Everybody like set the new bar at what they made at COVID during like COVID-19's heights. That's not a bar to set. Of course you're going to make more money when everybody is looking for something to do. You can't just expect to make more than that. And I know it's not necessarily the company's fault. It's all about the investors and the this and the that. But y'all need to freaking just stop. Be human again. Be rational. God, this world needs that help.
I will say that I know people will say it's all about like, oh, don't blame the company, it's all about investment. If your company is controlled by investors, you fucked up somewhere. I'm sorry, like,
Oh, is that the truth? Okay.
yeah, I mean, it, you can have an investor, but they shouldn't control it. Like, yeah, the
Got it.
CEO
Okay.
works for the board, but the board should be following what the CEO does, not the CEO following what the board does. I'm sorry,
Okay.
but that is
Okay.
not how companies should work. And for some reason, all when companies become so large and they become stupid large, it's the board that controls everything. And the board people are the most out of touch people in the entire world because they're in their own world. And that world's not even in the same galaxy or universe that we're in.
Yep.
So it's just like, get out of here. That's why CEOs have to have more of a backbone, but a lot of them don't just because they're trash, and they should be replaced by AI. Honestly,
Oh man, I hope.
but it'll never happen because a board can't
Nope.
control AI because they don't know how to fucking control it because none of them have powers like that. None of them have
And they're
any kind
all
of
fucking old.
skills in their. Yeah, a lot of them are old. That's fair. That's fair. But like, it's just no good. It's no good.
Hmm.
It's no good. Companies, get back to it. You can be big if you want. Just don't make stupid decisions. Like, hey, let's make a $300 million investment into a game, or $400 million, $200 million, but when we put it out, if it doesn't sell 2 million units within 24 hours, we got to just fucking close the studio. Hey guys, maybe don't do that. Scale up to that. All right? Come on. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
You're not Rockstar. You can't have 7,000 people working on a game for 10 years. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
But yeah, there's a lot of negatives this year, a lot of positives in regards to like the quality of games that have come out and
Really good
just
games
the
overall.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, just a solid year for a lot of solid games, and next year is looking pretty up there. Um, so I'm excited for next year, and I'm more excited for next week. 'Cause Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Oh, Jeopardy.
Oh
Everybody
God.
excited for Jeopardy? Desinoda, that means you got to be in Minecraft next week, and you got to stay there the entire time and not accidentally open a game.
Yep.
Yep, great. Glad you understand. Can't wait
All
to
right,
remind you
everybody.
next week.
When you do my Jeopardy, I don't know what everybody knows or doesn't know. This could go real poorly, but
I don't.
it'll be
It's-
I
fun
don't know.
regardless.
It's the
I'll tell you
hardest
right
part
now,
of
I don't know.
designing questions for a game. It's the hardest
Oh.
part. Trying to understand, not that like it's not that like other people are stupid. You're just trying to figure out like what they know and why they would know it, and it's so hard.
No.
That's
I'm
I'm
just
that's
just
what,
stupid.
kind of
I don't
going
know.
for it, so this
as,
could be real bad.
yeah. That's why it takes a while making these games. You gotta be like, okay, maybe he'll know it. Maybe fuck, I don't know.
I don't know anything.
Sometimes you guys get it. That's why multiple choice is a good one to do. Like if you have issues in the beginning, you can start with like people going, "Hey, do you know this?" No. Like add multiple choice if it needs to come up. Like if it's a lot of like timing out and stuff. So, which is also hard to do. It's a whole thing, Kevin. It's a whole thing.
Don't worry.
It's a lot more work
Listen.
than you think.
It's a hole. It's a hole. You just
Oh,
fuck
it's
a
not a
hole.
lot of work, really.
Oh, it
I
is.
did all the hard work. I just gotta put all the questions in Excel things so they appear.
Well, if you want it to be successful, it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, it's a hole.
So,
I'm gonna just. am I asking the questions I'm asking? And could be a lot of confusion. Could be some right answers.
most of the
I'm
time, it's
just
dead
saying.
silence.
Listen,
Get
I'm
prepared.
just saying, everybody. I'm old. We're going back. All right, we're going back in
To
gaming. So get
2006
ready.
or earlier?
Yep.
Oh no.
I'm an old man.
Ring.
I remember anything before 2006.
I don't remember anything I ate this morning.
Well.
Sandwich.
Oh, you're right. Fuck. How'd you know?
I made it.
Oh.
What?
I fried my hand.
Oh, like that lady.
Like that
That's
lady.
right.
What?
Like that lady who put her hand in the fryer and she started
Like
to
that-
eat it after that.
That wasn't real, but yeah, that's exactly like that.
I mean,
It's
we
real in
don't
our hearts.
know. We don't know if it wasn't real.
Desinoto, take us home. And I meant Desinoto.
Thanks for watching Crafting a Chat. Be sure to drop us a follow at twitch.tv/craftingachat or youtube.com/starting too late with 2 R's. And tune in next week for our Jeopardy! Be
Wow.
there or fuck off.
That was really good. I was surprised. All right. Honestly, I say we just end it there. All right. Bye, everybody.
Stream's already done.
Hey, guys. Merry Christmas. And if you don't celebrate,